A long time ago, when I was normal, I got lost from my hiking companions in the great forest. Black, pale, I got lost in its darkness. I wandered for hours, and in the middle of the darkness, a noise took over the forest. Moans of pain, a pain that seemed unbearable. It sounded like the scream of someone who was being burned alive. I followed the screams, hoping to find a way out of that dark forest. But what I found was more frightening. A house in the middle of nowhere. The noise came from inside. It seemed like someone was calling me to come inside, saying my name, telling me to come in, telling me that my salvation was right there, behind that door, inside that wooden house in the middle of nowhere, in the darkness. I climbed the steps of the house. The wood creaked as if my foot was going to become part of that house. The screams got louder and louder, more disturbing. I could have sworn he was screaming my name while moaning in pain. When I got to the front door, the noise stopped. I could hear the rustling of the leaves. The forest was so silent. The door opened and I saw the worst scene of my life. There was a man, one of my hiking companions. He was feeding on my other companion. He was eating his stomach organs. He had pierced them with his own nails. He was laughing as he fed on his still living companion. The man's screams were inaudible. All I could hear was laughter. When the creature heard the door creak, it looked at me, paralyzed, its mouth still full. I moved away from the door, thinking only of escaping from that place. That wasn't human, and this forest, even though it was full of trees, seemed as empty and dead as the poor man having his innards devoured. I ran back into the forest, hoping to get out of that thing's sight. I heard a very loud scream coming from the direction of the house. It sounded like a growl. As I ran away, the sound got louder, louder, louder and louder. He seemed to be doing the same steps as me. I stopped. I remained completely still. Suddenly, I began to feel a breath, a cold breath, very cold, on the back of my neck. It smelled rotten. It was the smell of death. "Aren't you hungry? Hungry?" A groan echoed behind me. He seemed to be struggling to make out the voice of a human being. I can feed you," the creature whispered. I didn't say anything. I hadn't built up enough courage. My throat was so dry that speaking was also very difficult for me. "Do you want to die?" the creature whispered, and the rotten smell coming from its mouth made me tear up. "I was starving. You understand, don't you?" The creature put its hand on the back of my neck. "You're so hot," it squeaked. "You must be delicious." He squeezed the back of my neck so hard, he almost ripped it off. I quickly moved away from him, but it was in vain. He dragged, like a pig going to slaughter. "You are going to feed," he said, crawling towards me. "It won't take long." I fainted. I had no strength, no will. It didn't make sense anymore. I woke up in that damn house. I felt sick, exhausted, and my stomach was full. I don't know how, but my friend's corpse was lying on top of me. "You were so hungry. What did you think of the taste of his flesh?" "Don't blame yourself. I thought it was wrong too." The creature spoke. Only this time it didn't seem to force itself to speak. It seemed so natural. What was different anyway? You're not the same anymore. This forest changes us." He let out a wide smile, a wicked smile. "It manipulates us, uses us, and then takes everything from us." I didn't have the strength to speak. I just felt my stomach hurting, and that sharp pain was intensifying, as if something was trying to get out. "Is it hurting? It's going to hurt more. It needs to come out. We need to feed it." I froze. It uses our bodies, it makes us rot inside, but it doesn't kill us. We rot, we feel unimaginable pain, and we learn to live with it because it never goes away. My head started to hurt. My whole body felt like it was on fire. It was like I was in hell. Stay calm. He'll come out. What are you coming out with? What's he talking about? Welcome to the forest. The new demon was born.